Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. So I'm sitting here nicely now with 51 science, ready to spend some more on research and development. I think we probably want to have a look at getting some more advanced rocket stuff. I know I want this science tech tree next because it will help me with science massively, so I don't really need any of this aerodynamics, but construction not really necessary, specialist rockets not really necessary. Yeah, science is really going to be key because it's the one after this that I want the most, which is going to help me with orbiting and satellites and really allow me to unlock a huge amount of contracts that I can then very easily undertake. So let's go and have a look at what contracts we've got next. So land a solid fuel booster, which I just unlocked, 33,000 meters, so we can take that one. 33,000 meters, decoupler maybe. Test at 78,000, a bit high. So I've just got to land that for very little, but it's quite trivial. I'm probably going to use that now anyway. So the BACC solid fuel, so accept that. Okay. So we now need to have a look at getting 33,000. Is that 33,000? 33,000. So obviously we'll start with our command pod. And definitely going to want to put a parachute on top. Do I want to take some experiments with me? I've got to land this, which is going to be key. So I'm going to have to put a lot more parachutes. That's what the radial parachutes will help me with. So there's the BACC behemoth. I want to say I'll just leave it alone and see what it does. But I also want to say surely I should be reducing the thrust because it's not carrying any heavy weight. So I want to say 60%, 66. Should we go for thirds, 2/3? Yeah, we'll go for 2/3 at first. Okay, so we don't need much else, but we do need to add some radial parachutes. So if we put 2 of these on, that should give us plenty of protection. Anything else we can take with us? We'll take some goo, because I'm assuming goo at massive altitude would be good, and depending on where I land, I might be in a new biome. So we can do that, not a problem. Don't need to be able to transmit anything, realistically. Let's just sort the staging out. Don't want the parachutes going off at the same time as the solid booster. I'm not 100% sure what this is going to do, but we'll see. We'll see if it delivers delivers a desirable result. So I stick with Jebediah for his sass and his happiness, and other than that I think we can just hit go and see where we end up. Genuinely don't know what this is going to do. Let's just speed up time a little bit, make the most of it, get some fun in the air, get some going on. Okay, so we're 10,000 meters with the fuel about to run out. So if we go 500 meters per second, 600 meters per second, we're looking to aim, we're going to hit 40,000, so that's well above the 33,000. Okay. So the question is, will we carry on all the way to 33 or not? It's coming down quite a rate, isn't it? Should we just check for a crew report at 28,000? Nope, I think at 28,000. So we're at 300. We'd hit 33, 300 meters per second, 200 meters per second. 33,000 achieved. Mystery Goo, what are you doing up here? Getting cold. So 35,000. There's definitely apparently no can't EVA in flight. But we're now slowing right down. So we're at our peak. So our record is now 36,000, which is good. So we'll speed this up bring us back down to Earth. Hopefully. We're not going to be far off from our takeoff point, but we will send out our parachutes to slow our descent. And this should, when we hit 500 meters ish, put us into a really slow fall. These 3 parachutes should properly end our descent. So we should be looking at about 5-6 meters per second, which is good. That means that when we land, the rocket shouldn't explode. I think it's already awarded me the contract. Considering I have to land it, I'm not really sure how it's done that, but we'll pretend it's fine. And we'll let it come to a natural stop. Bonk. Perfect. Observe Mystery Goose, see if it helps. Does anything? Yes, more science. More science is good. Crew report. Yes, more science, which means we're in a new biome-ish. So get you on the outside. Take data. Store data. Give me an EVA report. No science for that. Fine. Board. As in not board, but return into your ship. Lots of science. Oh, I need 45 to be able to then unlock a huge wealth of science. And I've got 44. So what can I do to get like 1 more science? That's ridiculous. Okay, 44.4 as well. So it's set an altitude record of 56,000 meters. So 70,000 meters is space, 56,000 meters is the next one we want to target. So that doesn't give us any science, annoyingly, but I'm assuming we'll be able to collect some science while we're there. So 56,000 meters is our next target. Now we might have to use liquid fuel engines here. So that's a bit low. We could definitely do that. What's it worth? That's worth 4 science. So turning the engine on. See, that's just quite a specific range. Testing the parachute at 24,000. Test the decoupler. Performing visual surveys are a little bit difficult, perhaps. Without planes, we could do it, depending on how far away they are. So above is good. With the above value, I can realistically do it quite easily, I would have hoped, because I should be able to build a liquid fueled rocket that I can control. But we'll keep that for a second. So we need to hit 56,000 meters, and that's the only one we're going to take for now. Yeah, 56,000 meters. Okay. Right. So we'll bin all of you off because we're going to go liquid fuel on this one, I think. What engines have I got? 9, 30, 45. I think the 9 will be enough because I'm going to boost up into the air first. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. So we need the decoupler, which is that one. So we're going to make our first staged rocket. Take the little liquidy fuel one. So the little liquidy fuel one, or the big liquidy fuel one? Big solid fuel one. The big solid fuel one took me to like 10,000. Oh, I don't know now. I genuinely don't know which one to use. Let's go for the big one, shall we? Because we can always just not use the fuel and bring it all back. So we would love to recover this, but the game doesn't quite let you do that. So I'm not going to waste resources pretending to recover it. But what I will do is put 3 radial parachutes on here as well, because I would like to recover this and all its leftover fuel as well. Okay. So we haven't got much else to do, but we'll take 3 goo, shall we, as well, just in case we do anything good. And we'll see what this does. We'll see if it helps us, see if it gets us there. So we've got the booster first, then we've got the separator, the engine in there because we want the engine to come on at the same time. Then we've got the parachutes, and the parachute should slow us ridiculously far down, as far as bringing us back all the way to its current situation. That's what I hope anyway. Obviously, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen. It's going to be a bit of a mystery, bit of an experiment, as you'd expect. So, yeah, let's launch and see what goes wrong. Okay, so Jebediah, your SAS is still needed. We are going for orbit. So while we're taking off, I will raise my throttle in preparation. I don't want to go much higher than 56 because I'm assuming there's going to be another one between 56 and maybe 70, and obviously completing the contract is good money as well as good science. So this is actually quite heavy because it's only getting me up to about sort of maybe 3,000 meters, 4,000 meters before it's going to run out of solid fuel. Relatively low G-forces being experienced at the moment. Getting close to running out of fuel, so as soon as we run out of fuel we'll kick into the next stage. And then we will let my little liquid engine take over. We're going to lose a lot of speed. Oh no, is this... Oh, I'm still in the main atmosphere. Uh-oh. I thought I would maybe got out of the atmosphere. The higher you get, obviously the less air resistance you have to deal with, so therefore the smaller the engine you need. So I haven't put a big, powerful engine on here deliberately because I thought the little one would suffice. Might have been wrong, although to be fair, it's not using very much fuel. And we are going to gain more and more altitude, hopefully. Nope, the engine can't handle it. It's stopped dead. And we're going to start falling down again, are we? Yep. So we are descending rather than ascending. So we will revert this flight because I can't be asked to wait for it to crash. Right. So I fucked that up. Okay. So the engine was not powerful enough to do what I needed it to do. So how much weight does these goo capsules have? Not enough to make a difference, so we'll put the science back on again. They're expensive. So you were a bad choice. Why you got more thrust? Right, okay. Let's try again. Thought maybe I'd left some changes or done something strange, but no. Apparently not. Take 2. Attempt 2. Launch 2. Let's go. Make sure to remember to throttle up. Preparation. I'll speed up a little bit. I'll grab a quick drink because, you know, keep the mouth lubricated. So we're running out of fuel. We'll launch this bad boy. And we don't need to be at full throttle, I don't think. We'll try and steadily be increasing our speed. We don't need to burn through all the fuel too efficiently. So we've made 10,000 meters. 11. So this is much lower than I would have expected it to be. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to reach 56. This is learning. I'm not so good at this game. In case you hadn't noticed, I am not the best. I am still learning, and this is my liquid fuel experiment. So I had a catastrophic failure the first time, but I suppose we're going to get more and more efficient. So if I continue to throttle down, I can maintain 500 meters per second without burning too much fuel. What's my target at the moment? So we're very nearly going to deliver. So this should now be much simpler. There we go. So we've already reached our potential. So if we throttle right down, it should start to come down now, which is good. So I've got some liquid fuel left, which is obviously what I wanted to do. Should we observe this mystery goo? Got a little bit of science. Take a crew report at the top, at the peak. So we've achieved, or we are going to achieve about 60 apparently. So therefore we can take a crew report. Oh, nothing to learn at 60,000 feet. Okay, so we will. Should we go for a little bit of a jolly? So we'll just angle over here ever so slightly. Although to be fair, I could roll all the way around almost sideways. Because I'm just going to try and get away, just so that I can take the goo to a different biome maybe. So we're just going to try and change my landing point ever so slightly. Send it over into the mountain range maybe. You know, gives off a new biome to have an explore in. Not really sure these crew reports and how to get the best out of them, but bring this up and just throttle up a little bit. Certainly get us in the right place. We're targeting these mountains. Excellent. So we're going to go and visit this mountain range. So if we do a mystery goo, is it going to give us any benefit? I can reset it hopefully if it doesn't. See, 0.5 science means I get the one that I want. So we will fast forward, and as it starts to get close to about 800, we should activate our parachutes. They won't activate apparently until it's appropriate. So I am going to get my 1 science. Any crew report from here? Yes. So under parachuting is apparently a good point to do a crew report. Make sure the engine is off. I could tweak it ever so slightly in order to try and land a bit more safely, but I don't quite know when the what's going to happen at the moment. This is perhaps a bit more of a risk than I would have imagined. I don't want to go up. I just want to slow the descent a little bit more. Slow the descent ever so slightly. mystery goo going to do anything here? Nope. Reset it. Pretend it never happened. Slow it down a little bit more. About 5 meters per second should be good. Am I going to get a landing? Oh no. Oh no. That went badly. Vessel is destroyed. Cannot autosave. Well, so landing on the mountain range is bad. Bugger. Abort. So we've lost all of that mystery goo. We have killed Jebediah. Crap. I could revert to launch and start again. Should I revert to launch and start again? Is that cheeky? Is that cheating? Nope, it's career mode, isn't it? We have to say, bugger. We killed my pilot. Bugger. We killed my pilot. What impact is that going to have had? Is there a don't kill your pilot option? So there's no don't kill your pilot option. Bugger, 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 bugger. So escaping the orbit, atmosphere and orbit is clearly the next two we're going to be looking at. Sod. So we're going to have to go to the astronaut complex and try and hire a new pilot then. So you're courageous but stupid. You're courageous and very stupid. Your stupidity and courageous is equal. So we've not really got any choice. Stupidity is quite high on all the potential pilots. Can't believe I killed Jebediah. Such a disappointing thing to do. So we're going to have to hire Siddery. Oh. Information about my pilots that have been killed. Well, I don't think I have any active Kerbals, do I? Why is that on there? There's no... Yeah, Jebediah's dead, isn't he? I'm going to have to... Oops. Going to have to admit that I've killed Jebediah. Goodbye, Jebediah. Hire some more people. So I've got 100,000 points or pounds or ticks now. Fundraising campaign, how much can I... So you can take 25 of my reputation and give me 7.5 funds. Interesting. You can take 5% of my reputation and give me 1 science. 20% reputation gives me 1 science for each. Science gives me more, so does funds. What do I want more of? Funds or science? Well, science I don't think I'm going to be able to get. So take 25 of my reputation and give me 7.5 funds. Okay, we'll do that then, shall we? We'll activate that. Yes. Take some of my funds, give me research. $9.8 funds to launch costs. So this makes things more expensive. Interesting. So Right. I still need my little bit of science. Technically, I should just relaunch this particular test and go and recollect the science. But this time I'd land it somewhere logical. Okay, well, I think that's a good point to end because that went all sorts of catastrophically wrong, unfortunately. So, yeah, bugger. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program, the game where you kill your pilots, apparently. It's going to be difficult to hire a new one, I thought, but luckily they're all stupid, so therefore they were more than willing to jump on board. Don't tell anyone, but, yeah, bugger. We'll just, I can't remember if I did this. Did I take the goo with me to the control pad? Because this might get me the science that I need. And put you in there. Let's just see if this will give me 1.5 science or whether I'm going to be stuffed forever. It doesn't appear to have decided to do anything, which is annoying. Why didn't you put the goo on? I know you didn't recover any science because you didn't do what I asked you to do. You kind of ignored me. So where's the science gone? That was annoying. Come on, science. Yes! Keep a recover a result. Science. Done. Research and development. Science. We are going to be sorted for more science now. So having the science junior is going to make so much more usefulness from science, because we can then get these bad boys, which is solar panels. And solar panels means we can build satellites or spaceships that can transmit lots of data, and I can run them around in different biomes, and it's going to be awesome. Right, so now we officially are going to end. We're going to properly end this one now. I hope you enjoyed episode 2. I hope you didn't enjoy the death of Jebediah, but I hope you understand that Space Race is a dangerous game, and he knew what he was getting into when he signed up. He probably should have said something when I tried to plot him a course to land in a mountain range. Something along the lines of, "Don't land in a mountain range, you massive idiot." Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again shortly for the next episode. Bye for now.